Hello, my name is Maria Humphreys. I'm one of the directors of Applied Care. I'm here today to introduce Applied Care to you and speak about Applied Care on behalf of our team to give a more personal approach on what we are all about.
You developed Applied Care based on your own experience with the people who looked after your mother, and then later from your own experience in training and finding employment in the health service industry. How have those experiences shaped the way you developed Applied Care?
Well, they were two major events in my life. My mother's illness brought an awareness of the healthcare sector and how important the work of nurses and assistants in nurses and doctors are. It was the first time that I was faced on being in need of care for a loved one. It was a life-changing experience for me because I met so many wonderful people that were actually very happy about their jobs, and I was a little bit jealous. I thought, oh, I want one day work in this industry because I could see the level of satisfaction of the people that came to my house to help me and my mother, and also how important that job was. That was one event that brought me the awareness of the healthcare sector. The other event that was very important in my life to come up with the concept of applied care, it was when I was about 45 years old and I needed to change careers. I then, based on my previous experience, when my mother was ill, I said, well, now it's an opportunity for me to enter the healthcare and community care sectors. I then did the Certificate 3 in aged care and worked as a carer for a while. But that was a period of a lot of uncertainty in my life because I've started the training not knowing if I was suitable, if I was going to get a job at the end of that, and so it was all uncertain, and if I was going to be able to financially support myself during the process of training and afterwards.
Based on these experiences, how did you develop Applied Care so that participants won't go through the same uncertainty that you did?
Well, the way we've developed was to focus on employment. So our program is a training and employment program. The goal is employment. Training is one of the tools that we provide to participants. The first aspect is the screening of participants. If they are suitable, we then offer them a place in the program. So, and also there is a job offer guarantee. In a sense, if you are not employed within 6 months, any expenses related to the training and disqualification are for free. So it's a money-back guarantee in place.
What do you feel are the most important attributes of a participant looking to work in the health service industry?
That's a very important question. It's in the way that we assess that is it's not objective. The way that we assess that is we have an interview with our candidates, and we ask ourselves, we're trained to ask ourselves, would I feel comfortable to have this person look after me? Or would I be comfortable to let this person look after a loved one? If that person transmits that feeling of trust, we then go into the next stage, that is to allow that person to participate in the training. and then there are the filtering mechanisms there. But first impressions are very important because it's the human intuition that we know if that person will be suitable or not, just with the interview.
How has the industry progressed since you started working as an AIN and since you started Applied Care?
Well, the industry has progressed enormously. Before anyone could work as an assistant in nursing, when I first did my training, there were very few structured training available and were very basic. Now you need police clearance, you need to go to intensive training, first aid, so that is to improve the conditions of the employers and the clients.
So what is the demand for staff within the industry?
Well, the demand is very high, and with the next 10 to 20 years, it's going to double that. And the demand for trained and qualified staff is even higher across the health and community care sectors. At this moment, anyone that finishes a training program in aged care and disability, the statistics say that 86% will secure employment of some sort within the first 4 weeks. With Applied Care, it's even higher, our rate, because we select our participants beforehand.
How does Applied Care's training and employment program differ from other training organisations?
Well, because we offer a total package where there are no surprises. When you are accepted into the program, you know that you are suitable to work in the sector. You receive all the material, you receive the intensive training, you receive relevant training such as first aid is included. There is also assist with medication, unit of competency that is included as well, and it's very important. So there are no surprises. We organize placement doing work experience with a potential employer. So all that is very important to be the participant to be assured that they will receive support services throughout the program until they reach employment.
Other than the direct benefits of finding secure employment, what benefits have you seen in past participants of Applied Care's programs gain from working as an AIN?
Well, it's an entry to the healthcare sector, especially for school leavers and people that are considering a career in the healthcare sector. It's a really good beginning. That is soon after you have the qualifications, you can start to work and make your mind if the healthcare and community sectors are for you. Another great benefit for mature age participants is that they, like myself, they can use their previous skills and add them to the new acquired skills in the healthcare sector and do a transition much quicker in terms of career development.
What part of your work at Applied Care do you find most satisfying?
I think like everyone working in the industry, and the very first people that I met when that were looking after my mother, that opened my eyes to the whole health and community sector, is the fact that it is a rewarding career. If you are working behind the desk or in management or direct care with clients, residents or patients, it's always rewarding. I have certainly never looked back, and that's why I want to share today with on behalf of our team as well, that it definitely it is worth it.